Hey everybody, it's Mr. Wick, and we're getting ready to talk about DC 2020. We're going to make the trip. We got things squared away. I just got off the phone a little bit ago with World Strides, wrapping up the preparations to make sure that we're set, to make sure we have certain days that are still available to us. But I want to touch base and let you know all the things that I put into play here and where we're at, so you don't think I'm trying to intentionally get anybody out of the trip. My goal is to get all 97 of us, plus more if people want to join us, be able to go on the trip. Things I took into consideration. I see my head's going to be blocking a few of these. I went out, I emailed Dr. Hibner. That was my first thing I did. I said, okay, here's where we're at. What days can we go? We passed out the survey for the summer, and there was only, taking everybody's survey that came back, there was only a block of 3 or 4 days where summer was available. A little bit more conversation with people, and that's really when fall sports are getting started. So anyone going to the high school looking to do anything extracurricular, that would have bumped into that. So I threw out the August dates, which took us into the school year next year. So looking at the fall, I looked at the footballs, round 2 of the playoffs. Golf is over, tennis is over, volleyball, they'll be at the sectionals. Mr. Weiss, great coach, always does well. Cross country, we're always strong across country. State meet is on 10/31. Soccer, the program is in sectionals. I talked to Coach Judd to see what influence it might have. Now, looking at sports, if it comes down to you view yourself as a varsity athlete, you'll have to think twice about this. All right, if you view yourself as one of the top cross country runners next year of the team, or if you view yourself as a varsity soccer player next year, you probably think about a volleyball player. Another person I spoke with was Mr. Rash, and he mentioned that there's the opportunity for some of you going to be for a special band opportunity. That band opportunity will not be influenced by the dates we've chosen. I'll go over those in just a second. Again, I talked with Dr. Hibner, I talked to Mr. Sines, talked to Mrs. Keene at the high school about how it would affect your days over there with trimesters. Talked to Mr. Oldenburg, the athletic director, to make sure it would be clear. And also, I went back and I double-checked on the AAYFL, which is the youth football, which I know the cheer is also part of for the kids who are 7th graders now, 8th graders next year. AAYFL, I coached in it. My son played in it. Has traditionally ended the week before Halloween. So I kind of walked us all the way up to that point to make sure that everybody had a chance, again, to go. My goal is to get all 97 of us that originally signed up back on this trip. I know that's a little pie in the sky, but hopefully we'll get there. So what I did is we booked Monday, October 26th through Thursday, October 29th. The 26th, 27th, 28th, those are all school days. Again, I cleared this with Dr. Hibner and Ms. Keene. These are, your students would be not, these are excused absences because the kids are doing a school activity. There is no school on the 29th. That is an in-service day. So you would not be missing a school that day. We get back to 29th, so you'd have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You'd have Friday to sleep in and relax after getting back from our trip. Those who are in the special band, that would be the rehearsal day. Those who are still in sports, that would give you a day to rejoin your teams if need be. It also then gives you the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Halloween is on. If you're a big trick-or-treater still, get me on trick-or-treating. But if you're there, you're part of that, you help your family out, you're back for that. That was one of the concerns in a couple of people's surveys, was be back for Halloween. So the dates we've picked are Monday, October 26th through Thursday, October 29th. It is a time that is not very full in Washington, D.C., so that's a good thing. We'll have a lot of things to ourselves, which is really great. It is the week before the presidential election. Would not want to go the week after the presidential election, which would be the next window that we had. And any later, we start getting into winter sports. So this is the week that really fell to where we probably do the least mixing up of everything. So 10/26 to 10/29. So now what? You're going to have two options here, and I wish my big head wasn't in the way on this one. You can join us, and away we go. I would love it if all of you can go. But if you can't go, work something out with World Strides, and I'll get you this letter soon. If you bought the full refund plan because of this situation, if you can't go now, you can contact them and you can get full refund. Plus, what they told me was if you bought the plan plus the fees back, you will get your fees back. So you get everything back that you put into it if you bought that plan. If you did not buy the full refund plan and you're worried about it, you can contact them, and you've got within 45 days of the trip. I would not wait. If you're like, we're just not going to go now, contact them now. You would lose $200, which is their fees, but get the rest of your money back. Again, that's a decision you've got to make. It is my sincere hope that we all still go on the trip. But again, I can't control what's going on, and I know a couple of you asked that it not be during the school year, and I apologize for that. I had to go with the days that were the best for everybody. Now I realize that, again, we're going to have part of the group in high school, part of the group in middle school, but it'll be still early in the year, and as far as I'm concerned, you're all my kids anyways. So where you are in school doesn't matter. If you want more information, again, I'll send you the letter out, or you can contact me after you hear the video. The quick question I got already from somebody was, well, if we're going to go later on, can we do more fundraising? Can anyone else sign up to go on the trip? And the answer is yes to both. I've reached out to Alpine Valley. They have, Kat is gone, for those who were with us last year. They have a new leader. She is not sure what we're doing right now with COVID-19. But I've reached out to her, and we have a spot reserved tentatively. If concerts do come, I know Journey's coming. We'll see what else is going to be there if you'd like to do that. That was anywhere between $70 and $150 a night, depending on the concerts. We'll see where we're at there. If you'd like to sign up, we could do that one again. Butter braids, last year we did those in October. If you want, I can push those up. We can sell them again. Those we basically made $5 a butter braid profit if you sold. Script orders, I'm going to hold off on probably. I know many of you love the script orders. The return isn't so great. The work is immense. It just, by the time we do one script order, it'll be time to go. So you'd only be making a few dollars on that. That's not really worth my time. But again, if someone really wanted it, we could push. I have to gear up for that for my 2022 trip. And also, if you know anyone else who wanted to go on the trip, they need to contact World Strides probably this weekend. I realize today's Wednesday, so when you get this, you're going to want to get off the phone and say, hey, you can still come. There's a lot to come up with in a very short period of time, but they can still do the sign up. They can work out payment plan with World Strides and let it roll. But they're more than welcome to join us. We're still sticking with just our group, the current 7th and 8th graders, okay? Last but not least, I just want to say thank you. This has been a lot. Almost 18 months in the planning. You've been excellent. No one's been snippy. Everyone's been kind of understanding the situation. And for that, I can't say thank you enough. I still am of the full belief that this will be a very, very rewarding trip when we go on it. I can't wait to go. I'm looking forward to getting there with you guys. Everyone who's gone in the past is how wonderful it is. But again, thank you to all the families for trusting me, trusting the school district, trusting who we have to make this work. Right. Again, if you have any questions at all, you have my phone number if you need to talk. You have my email address. Email is probably the best way to get a hold of me, or text is the best way to get a hold of me, because even right now, as I look at the room, I have no idea where my phone is. So on the trip, it'll always be in my pocket, though. Don't worry. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're staying healthy right now. And no need to tell me you're still going on the trip. I just will see on World Strides you're still coming, and I will hopefully email you out this letter real soon. All right, all. Thank you very much, and we will talk to you soon.